Much, Anna, and it's a wet one, not surprisingly. If you're on the roads this morning, you probably were a bit like this. It's going to be repeated for quite a few days this coming week. Everything's piling in from the west, weather-wise, fairly mild there, therefore full of moisture. As you can see, it's just overflowing the same place all the time. Now, at the moment, there's a very good sharp back edge to the rain, which is shown by these bright colours on the radar returns, and an overlap of cloud to a degree. But as the rain is moving from west to east, you can expect if it's raining with you now, it probably will cease today sometime. But that isn't the end of it. And for this afternoon, I think conditions on the southeast of England, on the M25, I'm thinking of the M2, could still be pretty atrocious beyond rush hour, but it ought to be all right to the west of London. Northern England and southern Scotland also will see rain, but not to that extent. That is the afternoon picture. Now, some of this rain comes through in almost horizontal lumps, but it's not really a windy day, nor is it really a windy story. In fact, tonight the wind drops out and most of the cloud goes, so we get quite a cold night, but frost is restricted to Scotland. Now, this cold air has been much colder further east in Europe, and it's been particularly cold in Scandinavia. I mean, the highest temperature of -5 in Oslo, for example, yesterday. But along with ourselves, this warmth and moisture is going to be pushed right across Europe and see a big rise in temperature for eastern countries of Europe with rain. And it's the rain that's a problem, and it won't be just for us. France, Iberia will join in as well. But let's go back to us, and I think for the next 2 days and probably 3 days, England and Scotland will be the focus, but in the immediate future, Wales might be rather more at risk, and this is for tomorrow morning. The reason being, the low is still with us, wandering around, the fronts are still wrapped in the flow, and the low doesn't want to move, so that rain just keeps falling in the same place. And tomorrow morning, before dawn, it'll be over Wales, after dawn and during rush hour, running through the Bristol area, Gloucester, northwestern England, and other southern counties of England. Following through some fairly hefty showers, the rain may even reach Northern Ireland in the morning. And then in the afternoon, eastern Scotland and northeastern England. And again, it'll be slow to move out of the way, so the potential for some pretty nasty conditions exists for the Edinburgh rush hour. Equally, showers will continue, I think, on the south coast, some heavy bursts, and late in the day, yet another lump of rain is coming up from France for southwest England. Temperatures will be much the same as today. Have you noticed them, though? Then on Wednesday, then, a general picture of wet weather for Scotland and rain for showery rain for England. But I'm afraid the thrust is virtually anywhere could have some substantial rain in the next 2 days. Anna.